we're going to be ranking the drivers this season in a tier list. So we've got all 21 drivers that we've had this year, even Jack doing, someone managed to get him. And we have best, very good, good, decent, below expectations, and worst. Are you ready, kids?
Let's do it.
Right, Jack.
Should we go?
Do you want to?
Are we going bottom?
I'd go
top.
I'd go bottom up.
Okay.
Because I
let's do
think
it.
the bottom is going to be a lot easier to filter through.
Okay.
Jack, do one.
We'll have to put him in worst because he just. I mean, he didn't get a fair whack, but also
He wasn't.
he can't be anywhere
He
else.
wasn't great, was he?
No.
Colapinto.
For me, I'd put him in below expectations.
Yeah, I don't think he's been lucky. I mean, good, but he hasn't been dreadful given the car he's been given.
Well, I just think why everyone fell in love with him and the idea of him was that he was in that Williams last year, and yeah, okay, he couldn't stay out of a barrier, but he was rapid. Like he had that pace, and he was like a firecracker. Like he really looked like he could extract something from a bag of nails, which is what all the best in the world.
He was either triple purple sectors or he was putting in the wall, wasn't he?
Whereas this year, I think perhaps maybe it's got in his head that he can't crash all the time, which is true, but he just hasn't looked that same sort of driver.
No, and like, I also think the scenario he came in wasn't the best because like even reports of after like 2 or 3 races, they were like, oh, we might get Paul Aaron in, we might get like Bottas. Yeah, I just think they've got him for next year, so it'll be interesting to see what he does. This will be an interesting one. Gabriel Bortoleto.
Yeah.
Try not to put your biased hat on.
I've got 2 answers. Can you hear both?
I can probably, yeah.
So I want to say good. Because I think in some parts of the season he has been good. But I also want to say below expectations. Because before the season, me and lots of other people had really high expectations for him. What do you think?
I think he's in good.
Yeah.
Because he's a rookie in a Sauber and he scored 19 points. And you look at the people he's behind. He's behind Gasly on 22, Tsunoda in a Red Bull on 33, Lance Stroll in a 33, Ocon on 38, Lawson on 38, and then the next rookie is Behrman.
He's not miles off, is he?
No, and he had... I think his start to the season was below expectations because it took him a few rounds to get going, but I think he's shown that he is a real talent.
Just looking at qualifying head-to-head, because this will give me...
I think they finished 12 all.
Oh, he's in good
Yeah,
then.
I will double check, but I think Max and Alonso whitewashed, and I think they finished head 12 each because he was in Q3 this weekend. Yes,
I can't work out this website.
To head.
Oh, 12-11. Bortoleto beat him.
Right, you can go on good then.
Yeah.
Pierre Gasly.
That is good.
Pierre Gasly.
This is going to sound unfair.
Right, here we go.
Nah, that is unfair, but I'm going to say it anyway. It's below expectations, but that's not his fault. That's the car's fault.
I agree. I'd put him above Colapinto though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've not delivered him a good package at all. That Alpine is horrific. And they clearly don't want to be in the sport anymore.
Yeah, I'd say there's a foot out the door, surely.
Well, they're already going to Merc next year, aren't they? With engines.
Yeah.
But Gasly's meant for so much better than this, man.
True.
He's such a good driver.
I'd love to have seen him in a Merc.
I
think
the Red Bull move went far too early. I think everyone...
Yeah, but then... Like, his stock, was it 2020, 2021? His stock was so high.
Yeah, it was that him and Yuki partnership. 2020, he sort of built it back up after 2019. But 2021, people were talking him as like top 5 drivers on the grid.
Yeah, like his PR was unreal. Like at that time, realistically, now you look back, he should have gone to Williams. If that was ever on the cards, that's where he should have gone.
Yeah, or he should have gone to a team that had some sort of like long term. And to be fair, you can't even blame him for going to Alpine because that Renault to Alpine sort of switch. They were still good.
Yeah.
He's only 29 though.
Yeah, this time.
But I can't see him going anywhere.
No, we need to talk about the next man.
Best, I reckon.
I don't know what to say about this one.
I do.
Go
I
on.
think it's below expectations. I don't think it's worst. But also,
Yeah, I
he
mean,
did come in round 3 or 4, and he's shown very little progression.
yeah, I suppose if I look at it, I expected him to be better in a Red Bull. So I
Um,
think below expectations is fair.
so he finished in a Racing Bulls. He finished 12th and 16th. Then for Red Bull, he's finished 12th, 9th, DNF, 10th, 10th, 17th, 13th, 12th, 16th, 5th, 13th, 17th, 9th, 13th, 6th, 12th, 17th, 11th, 17th, 12th, 10th, 14th. So a best finish of 6th in Azerbaijan.
Mate, like that is you can't even. There's no even like trend in that. Like those results are just all over the place.
It's like
It's
it's like
not
a
even
bingo
like
card.
he's. It's not like he started horrendous and then gradually got better. It's not like he started good and gradually got worse. He's just been like anywhere. Yeah, I think below expectations is fair.
I think he's below,
I think it's got to be below Gasly.
but is he below Colapinto?
He could be because ultimately he's out the sport, so the season's been horrendous
He's
for
helped
him.
the sport to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Has Colapinto scored points? No.
Oh.
I think he can go back. He can
Yeah.
go below it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair.
Right, I've got a strong opinion on the next person.
I mean, at this point, do we just ignore him? Do we even
Should
put
we
him
have a new
in?
category for him?
Can we just put like
Strong.
just ass?
Well, he broke the record this year for the most Q1 exits.
Just no points since after the summer break, and I know the car's not great, but it's better than
Hey,
that.
don't lie, he scored points this weekend. He scored 1.
And then you look at what Alonso's done.
Remember the start of the season, for the first 2 races, we were genuinely convinced he was like one of the best drivers of all time.
Oh.
He got like back-to-back
I
points, and we
just
were like, do you know what, he might have an upturn of form, and then he finished 20th, 17th, 16th, 16th, 15th, 15th, 17th.
Wait, I think there is a push to pass curse.
So he's finishing the points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times out of 24 races.
Have you done that on purpose?
No, I've. Oh, you have got problems. To put that into comparison, Alonso has finished in the points every race. I think. No, he's finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so he's finished in the points for nearly half a season.
Think, can it go in
Yes.
worst? Okay.
I don't care. I'm so
Yeah,
bored
fair.
of him being in the sport.
Okay, fair.
Esteban Ocon.
I've got an opinion about
And
this. I think he was good.
I was going to say decent. I think it's sort of what you'd expect. Like 40 points from a semi-midfield team. He got outscored by his rookie teammate.
Did. But I really thought he was going to be terrible. Like, I really
Did you?
thought he'd be at the back of the grid all
I
year.
thought he'd be decent.
Yeah, maybe that's just on me then. But my expectations for him was not good.
What was his best finish this year? Do you reckon he's done better?
He's finished fifth, I think, or fourth.
He finished 5th in China. He's finished 7th in Monaco. And then 9th, 7th.
Yeah, I think decent's fair. All good.
I
We
think
can put him in
I
decent
think
for now.
decent. We'll definitely change. This is going to be an interesting one. Liam Lawson.
I'm gonna put it. Oh, it's like a tale of two halves, isn't it?
He didn't score points until Monaco, and then didn't score points again then until Austria. But then, since Belgium, he scored He's finished 8th, 12th, 14th, 5th, 15th, 11th, DNF, 7th, 14th, 9th, 18th,
I know, but he comes out the season
with a pretty
with
decent run. And
yeah, and like I think of him and the connotations I'm thinking of aren't negative.
the bottom line way of me looking at it is Red Bull had to get rid of one driver and it wasn't him.
Yeah, and also I just think his season's been mismanaged, and that's not his fault.
No, and I think ultimately people forget he is still a rookie. Like people go, oh, he did races last year and he did races in 2023. No, he's a rookie. Like yeah,
I think he's indecent.
yeah, above or below Ocon.
I'll put him. Who scored most points? We'll do it by that because
Um,
they're quite close, to be honest.
yeah, they are very close. They're on 38 each.
Hey, just put them next to each
Yeah.
other. I don't care.
Ollie Behrman,
Very good.
very good.
Bro had to sort it out at the start. Couldn't like again a bit like Colapinto, just couldn't stay out of a barrier. And I think he loves the chaos, and it took him a while to kind of dial it in. And I think maybe just he had to dial it back was his problem.
Yeah, he's finished. So he finished. He didn't. He finished 14th in the first race, and then he did 3 back-to-back points finishes, and then didn't score points for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 races. But then P6 in the Netherlands, P4 in Mexico, P6 in Brazil, P10 in Vegas,
He's had some cracking drives,
and
and
even Mark.
pretty much ever since you said he wasn't good.
Yeah, it's the push to pass Andy Curse in it. And also, he's now got to the point where Martin Brundle is genuinely considering him as a ready option for Ferrari.
I wouldn't go that far, but he has had a good season.
Yeah,
So
I think he warrants is very good. Isaac Hajar,
this one, I wish we had another category. I wish we had exceeded expectations.
I'd say. Do you want me to change very good to exceeded above expectations?
Yeah, I think that's
Better
yeah,
than expected. Oh no, I'll call it an overachiever.
yeah. I like that,
Overachiever. Yeah, I think he goes in there.
and he's in that category.
I
Yeah,
think, yeah, he's pretty much had the same season sort of as Bayman, but like 1 or 2 podiums. One,
I don't know
one,
now,
just in the Netherlands. But I think he was.
but I'd say
as-
you could say I don't know Will,
Oh, here we go.
but I really didn't expect this from
I
him.
did.
I thought the appointment of him,
Hmm.
I thought was last minute because it was. You know, they didn't make a decision on Perez until quite late into the last year. And I thought it was almost just like he was the next man up, like he was just the one in line. They had to put him in. He had a, I mean, I know his last season in F2 was quite good, but he had a mediocre sort of junior career.
Yeah, I think people held him to a high enough regard though that warranted an F1 seat, and I predicted him to do very well this year.
He's been great. He's been so
And now
fast.
he's got a Red Bull drive.
And ultimately, yeah, I mean, you can see that Red Bull drive as a negative because you look at the running trend, but ultimately he's managed to secure a drive with one of the best manufacturers in the sport.
And
So,
especially after the first round that he had
yeah.
when he was crying. Nico Hulkenberg.
Going best.
I think he very much could go in best.
Because I think this has been the best season of his career.
Well, he finally got his podium. He dragged the Sauber to 51 points.
Did get out qualified by his teammate. I find that mad.
Yeah, but he also outscored him by like 30 odd points.
He did.
And
I think
like
I'd put him in best. I could live with it.
Peter, he went on a run of going 5th, 8th, ninth, 3rd.
That was when he was, yeah, he was on crack. Yeah.
He's just done the ultimate midfield sort of role, isn't he? Of like, I'm gonna stay around P10, and then he'll somehow manage to end up like P6.
Done the perfect veteran season. Like, I bet Audi are so happy that they brought him in. But I know it wasn't Audi who brought him in, but you get what I mean. I'm sure they had some sort of gauge
I've also
on
changed.
the
I've also
decision.
changed best to huge season because best sounds like you can only have one driver in it.
I'm just looking through all of his seasons in F1, and I think you can say when you put context into it,
This has been his best.
this has been his best season in
Oh, 100
F1.
percent.
Maybe 2015 with the Force India might beat that, or the year before 2014. But I remember those Force Indias with the Mercedes power unit were quite good.
Yeah, they were. It was when that if you had the Mercedes engine, you were pretty much just a rocket ship.
So I'd say it's definitely up there with his best season. I think it's fair that we've put him
Yeah.
there.
Fernando Alonso.
Oh,
I think it's good.
and I'd be unfair.
Oh, go on.
I think his season's been below my expectations.
Is that not hugely warranted to his car being a bit dead and also having the world's worst luck?
Yeah, but I know there's nothing he can do about that. But at the same time, we've done it for Pierre Gasly.
Yeah.
I just think you get what's his name? Christ, what's his
Don't know.
name?
What is his name? Adrian Newey?
Yeah, you've got Newey in. I know obviously they've not started plans on his car, but we weren't to know that. And you think, oh, one last roll of the dice. He doesn't have that much longer left in the sport. You've got lots of money, experience. You've got good engineer. I expected a better season.
Yeah, and I think that is also fair to sort of. I think that's more of a testament to Fernando as well, because people hold him to that such of a high regard.
100%. Yeah.
Ah! Punch my mic. Yeah, I'll put him top of below expectations. Carlos Sainz. This is a hard one to do.
Another one. Yeah, this is difficult. Um, I think he couldn't be any higher than decent.
No, because his season has been so up and down.
Yeah, I wouldn't put him in good.
But also he has got like 2 podiums.
Has.
This is such hard to do. And to be fair, looking back on it, right, he DNF'd at the first rate, finished 10th, 14th, DNF'd, 8th, 9th, 8th, 10th, 14th, 10th, DNS, 12th, 18th, 14th, 13th, 11th, 3rd, 10th, DNF, DNF, 13th, 5th, 3rd, 13th.
It's that middle bit of the season that just killed him.
Yeah, he had a run from Austria all the way to Italy in Monza, where he didn't score a point over the space of about 3 months.
I think
I
if
think he's indecent.
Yeah, me too. And I was just gonna say, I think if you asked him, not that we would, but I
Yeah,
think
he
if you
got
asked
Carlos
him,
on
what do
speed
you
dial,
think
but
of your season, he wouldn't say, I've had a good season.
Next up, we have Alex Albon.
See, I'd put him in good.
I'd put him top of good. I'd put him above Borlao.
Yeah,
I think he's proven lots of people wrong this year. But also he has had
yeah.
moments with interesting performance, we'll call it that. But ultimately, both Williams have finished best of the rest, so I don't think they can complain.
Yeah, it's been a good season for the team.
But if they don't back up next year, then it's useless.
Yeah.
Kimi Antonelli.
I'd, I'd put him in good. I wouldn't put him in overachiever because I had high expectations for him.
I'd put him good of overachieve. I'd put him in top of good, potentially bottom of overachiever, because I didn't have such high expectations. He sort of filled my expectations to begin with, and then this sort of end of the season's gone over it. Because I was like, my prediction was he's going to go really quick and just put it in the wall every weekend.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
I think he's done a lot to prove people wrong, especially in the second half.
I thought he'd be good because that car's good. And I thought as long as you can keep it on the track, he was going to get good results. But I just love how linear his season's been. Like you can see in the results how he's got better,
Oh yeah, you can. This just an upwards trend.
which is exactly what you want from a rookie. So I think it's been a great season.
This is going to be a more interesting one. Lewis Hamilton.
I'd put him in worse.
Way too in worse. Above Lance, above or below Lance Stroll.
Purely because he got Ferrari's only win.
I'd put him above.
I'd put him above
Above
him.
Lance.
But I think it's been the worst season of his career.
It's factually been the worst, no?
So
Yeah, isn't this the only year he's not won a race? Don't count.
did he
Don't
win a
count that sprint race win.
did he win a race in 2009?
Hamilton, 2009 wins. Did Lewis Hamilton win a race?
Yeah, he must have.
Yeah, he said.
He must
Yeah,
have.
he won the Hungarian Grand Prix.
Okay.
So
Yeah, no, it's definitely been the worst season of his career. And I think just his whole PR in general is just gone down so much.
I think it's
So
just because how much was built up around the move, and then it's just gone absolutely to pot. Charles Leclerc.
I wouldn't say he's overachieved,
Mm,
and I wouldn't necessarily say it's good.
he does have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has 7 podiums in that Ferrari.
That's mental. I didn't realise it was that
Is it
many.
7? It might be more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he has 7 podiums.
Is that including sprints?
That's without sprints. So there's
Oh wow,
probably
yeah,
more.
fair. You know what? That is mad.
This is going to be an interesting sort of thing. In terms of Charles' raw ability, I think it's been probably his best year.
Really?
Yeah, this year, this is the most impressed I've been with Charles in terms
I
of
would have
the
said.
car he has underneath him.
I think I understand what you're saying. I would have said 2019.
Yeah, but you can't count that because they had the legal rocket ship engine.
You know what? Put him where you want to put him, and I won't disagree.
I'd agree with you. I'd put him probably top of good, bottom of overachiever.
Yeah,
Because I think, especially looking at the car that he's given, he realistically probably should have been maybe where like Kimi is, given the struggles that Lewis had. Um, well, not yeah, fourth place, George Russell.
oh, tough one.
I don't think it is. I think it's really easy.
What would you
Top.
put him?
I think he's had this. It's been his best year in Formula One, and
It has.
I think he's been one of the best drivers on the grid this year.
Yeah, but he's still had a few like dead results, and they're not all his fault.
1, 2,
Like sometimes the car just doesn't work.
6.
But I can't help but think there's so much more left from George that we've not seen. So I'm hesitant to put him in huge
He has
season.
9 podiums and 2 wins.
Yeah, but I don't know. Do you not see where I'm coming from? I feel like there's so much
No, I
more.
do, but also I think the amount we've spoke about him on this podcast of just how good he's been. Like
Yeah,
I remember that the opening stint to the season, probably the opening quarter, we were both saying he's probably top 3 drivers on the grid at the moment.
yeah, yeah. I can't argue that.
Uh,
You've used my own words against me.
oui. Oscar Piastri.
My problem is now, are we just going to lob these three in huge season?
No, because I think Oscar Piastri's overachieved this year. I don't think he's had a huge season.
Oh man, that's exactly what I thought.
Purely for, and I will say the same for Lando. I think it's because they've both not put a full season together. They've had one half. One was good in the first half, one was bad in the first half, and then they flipped.
I was thinking the same with Oscar. It on paper, yeah, it is a huge season. I was looking on his Wikipedia today, and you look at his Grand Prix stats in total now, and he's got 9 Grand Prix wins. Not many people could say they've got that many
No,
wins.
and
Like
And
it's a huge
I
year.
think if this was his rookie season or his second season, I'd say fair enough. I think you could put it slam dunk in huge season. But I think if you take the wider picture of the season into consideration and everything like that, I think him saying it's probably what you would have expected plus a bit more is probably fair. I think
Yeah, I
people
yeah.
would have expected him to probably be top 3 or 4 in the championship, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but then surely that means he's not overachieved.
Yeah, but I think the difference is I think people would expect him to be third or fourth in the championship and not be in the fight.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I'm happy to put him top of overachiever.
I don't think we need to talk about this next one.
Yeah,
Go up there.
yeah.
It's the best version of Max we've seen, I think.
I wouldn't. Well, I don't know. It's difficult because you don't know how well he was driving in like 22. You know when he just wiped the floor with everyone.
Yeah.
Like because the car's so good, he almost doesn't have to try.
Do you know what's even mental is? He has the most wins and he hasn't won the title.
Yeah, that is cool. It is a
He
huge
hasn't.
season. I think just the comeback story is
Do you know
great.
this is something I found more impressive, right? In Hungary, he finished ninth, and I think the start was he finished a minute off the lead of the McLarens. He's not been off the podium since then.
It's impressive.
And like I remember the start of the season where we'd both be like, "Oh, it's going to be a McLaren 1-2," and then he'd grab pole and win.
Kind of doubted him until probably the last like 4 races, where we were like, right, yeah, he just keeps proving us
Well, no,
wrong.
I remember we reviewed the Australian Grand Prix, and we said that because it was Max closing out Lando, and we were like, do you know what? Max could have done it, but there just wasn't that bit in the car. And then he won in Japan, and we were like, and then the next few races, we were like, I just don't see this Red Bull going anywhere. And then ever since the summer break, every episode we've gone, the car might not be there, but Max will be. And we've sort of held that to him. But yeah, I think he's been the best this year. And last but not least, Lando Norris.
See, going off what you said about Oscar, you're going to put him in overachiever.
I think I'm gonna change my words, and I think
Yeah,
I think he deserves to go in huge season.
yeah, of course. He won a world championship.
Um,
To me, if you win a world championship, you've had a huge season, so you've got to
really,
be in there. You've got to be
I'll
in
give
there.
that one away.
I love how balanced that is.
And also, do you know we said Lando was like a bit interesting at the start of the season? If you look back on it, he finished first, second, third, fourth, second, first, second, DNF, first, second, DNF, second, seventh, third, second, first, DSQ, fourth and third.
It's mad, isn't it? That I think the other cars closed in at the second half of the year because you look at both the starts of the seasons that Norris and Piastri made, and they were just by far and away the fastest
Oh,
car.
we were fully convinced that them two would just run away with it. And
Yeah,
luckily, Max, I think Max getting himself involved in the World Championship was better for them too, because it brought out
yeah, but
it
yeah,
brought out more competitiveness between them.
yeah.
Are you happy with our ranking?
Looking through it now, and I don't think there's anything I'd change.
So in worst, we have Lewis Hamilton, Lance Stroll, and Jack Doohan. I feel bad for Jack Doohan being there. I feel like he needs his own his own one. Below expectations,
Meh.
we have Fernando Alonso, Pierre Gasly, Yuki Tsunoda, and Franco Colapinto. In decent, we have Carlos Sainz, Esteban Ocon, Liam Lawson. In good, we have Kimi Antonelli, Alex Albon, and Gabriel Bortoleto. In overachiever, we have Piastri, Behrman, Hadjar, and Leclerc. And in huge season, we have Verstappen, Norris, Russell, and Hulkenberg.
I like it, Max.
I don't like Hulkenberg being in huge season anymore.
You know
We've put him in there with a world championship. The driver who's probably had the best year of his career. I think we should limit that to 3. And I'd put it as Max, Lando, George. Because I think you could still call Hulkenberg's season an overachievement. And I think those 5 in there have
Yeah,
overachieved.
yeah, yeah.
And tell
Fair.
us we don't know ball again.
I don't think anyone would do a better job than that.
I